you're being scammed. Those $3 to $5 bottles of alkaline water promising to detoxify your body. Most are just expensive tap water with fake pH levels. Today, I'm exposing 5 brands lying to your face, including one shipping tap water across oceans, then revealing the only 2 worth buying. Let's go. Walk into any grocery store and you'll see sleek bottles promising 9.5 plus pH, detoxification, and superhuman energy. The labels throw around ionized and electrolyte enhanced like magic spells, justifying the premium price. But here's the truth. The science is shakier than a Jenga tower in an earthquake. Some brands can't even deliver basic alkalinity. It's like ordering a spicy burrito and getting a plain tortilla. Coming up, the brand that switched from spring water to tap water without telling you. The one with a class action lawsuit for impossible health claims. And the worst offender with sodium levels that should require a warning label. But first, Number 5. Essentia Water, the overpriced overpromise. Essentia dominates shelf space with bold claims about ionized hydration at pH 9.5 or higher. They promise supercharged water that hydrates better than regular water. But here's where it gets interesting. That ionized superpower they brag about, all water contains ions. That's basic chemistry. Saying your water is ionized is like bragging your bread contains gluten molecules. Congratulations, you discovered how matter works. But the real betrayal is even worse. One furious customer exposed what happened after Nestlé bought the brand. It's absolutely garbage now. Ever since Nestlé bought it, they've ran it into the ground. It's no longer naturally occurring alkaline spring water. They use municipal tap water and run it through an ionizer to electrify it, giving it a fake pH. Wait, so Essentia went from premium spring water to tap water run through a machine? That's like a restaurant switching from fresh ingredients to microwaved TV dinners, but keeping the same prices. You thought you were paying premium for spring water, but you're funding Nestlé's tap water electrification project. The betrayal is real. And it gets worse with the actual pH levels. Independent testing shows Essentia's pH varies between bottles more than my motivation on Monday mornings. Some tests found pH closer to 8.5 rather than the advertised 9.5 plus. That's like ordering a foot-long sub and getting 10 inches. Technically still a sandwich, but you got shorted. The health claims are the real problem. Essentia's marketing heavily implies superior hydration and pH balancing. But here's a fun fact. Your kidneys and lungs are really good at regulating pH. That's literally their job. Drinking alkaline water to balance your pH is like buying a fancy broom to help gravity work better. Former spring water brand now selling ionized tap water at premium prices with inconsistent pH levels and health benefits as real as a unicorn riding a hoverboard. Number 4. Core Hydration, the mineral manipulation. Core Hydration markets itself as perfectly balanced water at pH 7.4. Wait, 7.4? That's barely alkaline at all. Neutral water is 7.0, so Core is just slightly above that. Yet they market themselves alongside legitimate alkaline waters. That's like showing up to a marathon in running shoes and thinking you're an athlete because you walked from the parking lot. Their perfectly balanced claim is pure marketing spin. They claim their pH matches your body's natural pH, which is genius marketing but terrible science. Your body's pH varies throughout. Blood is 7.4. Stomach acid could dissolve a penny. Different organs have different pH levels. There's no single body pH to match. The minerals they add? Basically homeopathic amounts. Core adds calcium chloride, magnesium chloride, and potassium bicarbonate in amounts so small that calling them enhanced is like putting one chocolate chip in a cookie and calling it chocolate chip enhanced. You'd need dozens of bottles to get meaningful minerals, at which point you're just really hydrated and broke. Then the lawsuits started rolling in. A class action lawsuit filed in New York alleged, no scientific evidence exists to suggest consuming alkaline foods can adjust pH levels in the blood. The lawsuit argued Core's pH balance claims are literally false because all reasonable scientists agree the claims are non-existent. The lawsuit got even more brutal. It stated, "The claims are misleading because the vast weight of competent evidence indicates there is no non-medically induced way to adjust the pH level of blood, nor should such adjustment be attempted unless directed by a physician." And here's the knockout punch. Because the defendant's product has not been clinically tested, no competent and reliable scientific data supporting its claims can exist. When scientists call your entire product premise impossible, that's a sign you're selling hype over substance. Verdict: barely alkaline water with lawsuit-worthy health claims scientists call impossible. Minerals in homeopathic amounts, sold through marketing slicker than a buttered slip and slide. But at least Core's pH is consistent. The next brand can't even deliver what's in their name, and customers are reporting something disturbing in their bottles. Number 3. ALKALINE 88, the inconsistency champion. ALKALINE 88 makes a bold promise right in their name, water with pH 8.8. They use Himalayan pink salt and electrolytes to achieve alkalinity. But independent testing tells a very different story. Multiple consumer tests found ALKALINE 88's pH varying between bottles more wildly than gas prices during a political scandal. Sometimes as low as 7.5, rarely hitting the advertised 8.8. It's pH roulette where you always lose. When your entire brand is built around a number, and you can't consistently deliver that number, you've got a serious problem. It's like a band called Three Guys showing up with 4 members, technically close, but fundamentally wrong. The company blames testing methods and storage, which is partly valid. Alkaline water can lose pH as it absorbs CO2 from air. But if your product degrades quicker than fresh guacamole at a Super Bowl party, maybe don't build your brand around a measurement that becomes inaccurate before consumers open the bottle. Then customers started reporting something horrifying. One buyer complained, "I purchased 5-gallon bottles from Sprouts. I got to just 1/4 left, opened the bottle 2 days later, and got a strong smell of chlorine. I have been buying your water for over a year and have never had it smell like a pool. What's going on?" When your alkaline water smells like a public swimming pool, something has gone catastrophically wrong. That's not natural mineral content, that's chlorine, probably from inadequate treatment of the municipal water source. You're paying premium prices for tap water someone forgot to properly dechlorinate. That's not alkaline water, that's pool water in a fancy bottle. Verdict: wildly inconsistent pH levels that rarely match the brand name. Quality control issues including chlorine contamination, making bottles smell like swimming pools. Premium pricing for fancy tap water having an identity crisis. At least ALKALINE 88 tries to be alkaline sometimes. But next one doesn't even hit their advertised pH range, and their antioxidant claims are scientifically impossible. Number 2. Pure Alkaline Water, the false advertising specialist. Pure promises pH levels between 9.0 and 10.0, which would make it one of the most alkaline bottled waters if it were true. They claim superior hydration and antioxidant benefits that'll make you feel like a superhero. Reality check incoming. Independent lab testing found Pure's pH significantly lower than advertised, often measuring 7.8 to 8.5. That's still technically alkaline, but nowhere near the 9.0 to 10.0 range they boldly claim on every bottle. When your core promise is a specific pH range, and you consistently fail to deliver it, that's not quality control. That's false advertising, wearing a lab coat hoping nobody notices. The gap between promise and reality is massive. The antioxidant claims are even more ridiculous. Pure markets their water as having negative ORP for antioxidant properties. While ORP is real, the idea that drinking water with negative ORP provides meaningful antioxidant benefits is as scientifically supported as using crystals to charge your phone. Nutrition experts aren't buying it. A scientific review in Nutrition Action examined alkaline water claims. No studies have tested whether alkaline water can change the pH of blood, but it's unlikely, even if you drink alkaline water constantly. As one professor noted, the average person has roughly 30 to 50 liters of water in their body. Drinking a liter of alkaline water is basically a drop in the bucket. Your body immediately neutralizes it. The antioxidant claim is marketing fiction. Yes, antioxidants are good, but you get them from berries, nuts, dark chocolate, vegetables, actual food. Claiming water has significant antioxidant properties is like claiming air has nutritional value because it contains pizza smell from the restaurant next door. Technically true in the most pedantic sense, but functionally meaningless. Fewer can't decide what they are. Their marketing oscillates between vague wellness claims and aggressive health promises, carefully dodging FDA regulations like a politician avoiding direct questions. Impressive verbal gymnastics, but their pH levels don't match promises, and antioxidant claims are scientifically questionable at best. Verdict: consistently fails to deliver advertised pH by significant margins. Makes scientifically unsupported antioxidant claims experts dismiss. Charges premium prices for disappointment in a bottle. The false advertising is so blatant, it's almost impressive. You think false advertising is bad? The #1 worst brand is literally selling you tap water from Iceland, and people who live there are calling out the scam. #1. Icelandic Glacial, the geographic gimmick. Icelandic Glacial, the brand that wants you to believe water from Iceland is somehow superior to water from literally anywhere else. Spoiler alert, water is water, no matter how many glaciers it claims to have touched, or how many Vikings blessed it with ancient Nordic magic. But the marketing sure is pretty. Icelandic Glacial markets itself as naturally alkaline with pH 8.4, sourced from the legendary Ulfus Spring. The bottle features gorgeous, pristine landscapes, making you feel like you're drinking melted glacier water filtered through volcanic rock by frost giants. Premium pricing through geographic intimidation. But independent testing reveals problems. pH levels vary from 7.9 to 8.4, with many bottles not reaching that promised 8.4. For naturally alkaline water from a specific spring with supposedly consistent mineral content, that variation is suspicious. Either their source isn't consistent, or something's happening during processing they're not honest about. And here's where someone who lived in Iceland destroys their entire marketing. I lived in Reykjavik for a month, and my landlord said not to bother buying that, unless you need bottled water, I guess, because it's the same water that comes out of the taps, LOL. Let that sink in. You're paying $3 to $5 per bottle for water that Icelanders get from their tap for essentially free. It's like buying authentic New York pizza that's literally frozen DiGiorno with a Brooklyn Bridge picture on the box. The geographic origin is pure marketing theater. The environmental cost is staggering. This water is shipped from Iceland across entire oceans to stores worldwide. The carbon footprint of transporting water across oceans so you can feel fancy while hydrating is absurd. You're paying premium prices for water that's traveled farther than most people's vacation plans. All so you can Instagram a prettier bottle with scenic imagery and feel sophisticated. Think about this for a second. They're shipping water, something that falls from the sky, for free, across multiple oceans, burning massive amounts of fossil fuel, creating enormous environmental damage, just so you can drink slightly alkaline tap water from a different country. The audacity is actually impressive. Verdict: overpriced Icelandic tap water with inconsistent pH levels. Massive environmental disaster from shipping water across oceans. price tag reflecting marketing budget rather than quality. The geographic gimmick would be funny if it wasn't so wasteful. Okay, enough exposing garbage. Let's talk about the two brands that actually don't lie to you, starting with the one that refuses to make any ridiculous health claims. Good brand number 2, Life W Tar, the Honest Hydrator. Finally, a brand that doesn't promise to cure diseases, give you superpowers, or balance your chakras. Life W Tar is what happens when a water company decides to be honest. Life W Tar sits at pH 6.4 to 7.4, which they accurately market as purified water with electrolytes added for taste. Notice what's missing: wild health claims, detoxification promises, claims their water will make you run faster or think smarter. Just honest, straightforward labeling. Revolutionary concept. According to product analysis, Life WTR is pH balanced, purified, and has electrolytes to boost the taste. The pH balance is between 6.4 to 7.4. It's less acidic and more neutral than normal tap water, and importantly, has gone through purification to remove impurities, including chemicals, bacteria, and contaminants. Independent testing confirms something shocking. Life Witter actually delivers on their modest pH claims. When they say 6.4 to 7.4, that's what you get. Revolutionary, right? Saying what your product is and then actually delivering it, instead of promising pH 9.5 and delivering 8.2. It's like ordering a cheeseburger and getting a cheeseburger instead of mystery meat with aspirational cheese and broken dreams. The electrolytes they add are for taste. Magnesium sulfate and potassium bicarbonate, primarily for taste enhancement. And they're completely upfront about that. They're not pretending these trace minerals will transform your health or make you an Olympic athlete. Just filtered water with a slight mineral taste. Honest. Simple. Life Water partners with emerging artists. They feature artist work on bottles, adding value beyond the liquid. You're getting decent, properly labeled water and supporting artists. That's more meaningful than drinking ionized glacier tears, or whatever nonsense other brands claim while failing to deliver basic pH consistency. The product description is refreshingly honest. No research has been done on potential health-damaging effects of Life WTR. Therefore, you should not worry about any health risks while drinking it. No pseudoscience. No false promises. Just water being water. Verdict: honest marketing with zero pseudoscience. Consistent pH delivery matching labels. Reasonable pricing reflecting actual value. No ridiculous health claims. It's water that knows it's water and doesn't pretend to be anything else. Refreshing honesty in an industry built on deception. But there's one brand that takes it even further, actually delivering high alkaline pH consistently, from a real natural source. The only alkaline water worth buying. Good brand number 1, Evamore, the real deal. And here's the champion, Evamore, the brand that actually delivers legitimate alkaline water without the BS, false advertising, or inconsistent pH levels. They claim a natural pH of 8.8 to 9.1. And guess what? Independent testing confirms they actually hit those numbers consistently. Mind-blowing concept in this industry, right? A brand that actually delivers what they promise. Here's what makes Evamore different. They source from a rare artesian aquifer in Louisiana. That's naturally alkaline due to mineral-rich geology underground. This isn't artificially manipulated pH through electrolysis or added chemicals. It's genuinely naturally alkaline water. Water that becomes alkaline the way nature intended. This matters significantly. Naturally, alkaline water maintains its pH longer and has a more balanced mineral profile than artificially manipulated water. It's the difference between real wood furniture and particle board with wood-printed stickers. Both look similar, but one is fundamentally superior. Multiple independent lab tests confirm. Evamor consistently delivers pH between 8.8 and 9.1, exactly as advertised on every bottle. When you open a bottle, test it yourself with pH strips or send it to a lab. The numbers match what they claim. Revolutionary in an industry built on false promises. Real customers notice the difference. One enthusiastic Walmart reviewer wrote, "Evamor Water Best Natural Artesian Water. Amazing taste, sweet hints, really good stuff for water. Super high pH 8.0 plus and really good for you. This water is the best bottled water as it has the high, naturally occurring pH from artesian source. With naturally occurring mineral content easily absorbed by your body. Love this bottled water." That enthusiasm is real, because the product actually delivers what it promises. When you consistently meet or exceed customer expectations with honest products, people get genuinely excited instead of feeling deceived and writing angry reviews about chlorine smells and inconsistent pH. Verdict: the real deal and the only brand deserving your money if you're buying alkaline water. Consistently delivers advertised pH without variation. Naturally alkaline from a legitimate rare source, not tap water manipulation. Honest marketing without pseudoscience or false claims. Reasonable pricing reflecting actual quality is what alkaline water should be. There you have it. 5 alkaline water brands selling expensive tap water with delusions of grandeur, and 2 that actually deliver honest products at fair prices. Here's the bottom line you need to understand. Your body is really good at regulating its own pH. Your kidneys and lungs do this automatically, constantly, without needing fancy water. Drinking alkaline water isn't going to detoxify anything or give you superpowers. The science doesn't support the wild health claims these brands make. Remember that $3 to $5 bottle promising to transform your health. Most of them are just tap water run through machines, shipped across oceans, or diluted with so much sodium you're basically drinking fancy salt water. The pH levels don't match labels. The health claims are scientifically impossible, and you're paying premium prices for marketing theater. If you want alkaline water, buy Evamor, the only brand consistently delivering what they promise. If you just want good hydration, buy LifeWater, honest water at honest prices. Everything else, save your money. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to drink some water from my tap, like a rational human who doesn't need hydration to be a status symbol. What's your alkaline water disaster story? Drop it in the comments below. And if this video saved you from wasting money on expensive tap water, hit that subscribe button. We're exposing more food industry scams every week. Let's go.